Jared from Tyre Review here, and I'm here staying with Colin from Cooper Tyres Australia, and he's actually, we're at SEMA. Colin's going to show us around the show, or show us around the Cooper booth, and tell us what's new, tell us what's different. So let's go and have a look. Actually, first maybe Colin, give us a quick background on who Cooper is, what's Cooper in Australia, that sort of thing.
Sure, so glad to, Jared. Cooper's a leading brand for four-wheel drives in particular in Australia for tyres, but also in SUV and passengers, so we've got a complete range. But what we're known for is things behind you like the STT PRO, so category leading mud tyre. Those things are pretty much bulletproof. So that's the kind of thing that we're known for, and we get a good view of all that as we go around the Cooper stand today.
Excellent. So I know we've got a new product to go and look at first up, so let's go for a walk. So Colin, this is the new Evolution MT. Tell me about it.
Yeah, exactly. Evolution. So Cooper's got a couple of brand ranges. So they got the Discoverer, which is where the STT PRO and MAXX fit. Then the Evolution is where we've got the mud tyre. This is more of a value offering for Cooper. So it's a substantial amount cheaper than an STT PRO, but it's still light truck construction. It's category leading for this kind of value offering as well. It's a 2-ply construction instead of 3-ply, but you've still got big voids here, you've still got side biters, you've got all the things you know and love from a good Cooper tyre. But as I said, it's cheaper than an STT PRO. It still fits the bill really well.
Yeah. So if you're not going out and thrashing your full drive every weekend, then this is probably an option if you're more conscious of your budget.
Yeah, for sure. So not being 3-ply, that we were worried that the sidewall construction wouldn't be as strong, but we've actually gone with higher density cords in the sidewall. So this is actually 20% stronger than most of its competitors, and it's only about 10% weaker than an STT PRO.
Okay, that's
so
cool.
It's a strong tyre. It's a really strong tyre.
Yeah, that's awesome. So is this in Australia yet?
This is in Australia. We've launched it just in September, so it's going pretty well. The drought's not helping mud tyre sales at the moment for anybody.
There's not much mud around at the moment.
No, we had to invent some for the testing, but it was all good.
Awesome. Anything else we should cover over here, or should we head on to the next stop?
Just a couple of quick things. So we've got some stone injectors in the tyre here, so you're not going to get drilling from the stones as they get caught in there. You'll notice it's still got a fair amount of siping, so it handles well in the wet for a mud tyre. But as I said, good open block construction as well, so it's going to get you through the rough stuff too.
Yeah, it's certainly got some pretty wide shoulders here, and this the scalloping on the outside is quite interesting as well.
Yeah, pretty deep scalloping, so you're not going to get stuck. It's going to help you get, and you'll notice it's pretty aggressive sidewall, so it's going to help you get up over things as well. You can drop the pressure and do a little bit of rock climbing in this too.
Yep. Is it the same on both sides, or have we got regular riding on the other side?
No, same on both sides.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, just not the white riding on the other side.
Yeah.
Black one side, white the other side, as per usual.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Should we go check out the next thing?
Right.
Lead on. So what do we got here, Colin?
So this is a good example of Cooper always innovating. So this is just launched in the US. Still got to do testing in Australia to see if it's for us. But it's a tyre that's basically designed to not cut and chip, but as a highway tyre. So it's designed for roads that are not fantastic.
Okay, so sort of for rural living, somebody with Subaru or something like that, or what's the target market?
Yeah, pretty much. And also with things like you got a Flint road or something with big chips, could be a rural highway even that's not fantastic. So designed to go through potholes and whatever else and not chip, not wear unevenly. So the compound is more akin to a 4-wheel drive compound in this tyre. So it's going to last.
And it's still got some pretty serious siping in there as well, so it looks like it's good for all seasons.
Yeah, it's still quiet as well, so you've actually got channels to stop the noise coming out the side. You've got the channels to disperse the water and lots of siping through the blocks, so this thing's going to handle great in the wet as well.
Yeah, it's really interesting actually what they've done with the blocks here that actually potentially prevent the noise from coming out the sides. That's quite cool.
Yeah, for sure, and exactly, and it's still got the Cooper wear square as well. So as a consumer, you can actually watch and see the wear square will tell you when you need to replace it.
Awesome. Cool. Anything else we should know about this one? Actually, probably, price point segment. What are we looking at here?
Can't tell you, it's that new.
I suppose,
I don't know yet.
Good point. So once you know more about it in Australia, so we might see it in Australia in the next year or two if we're lucky.
Yeah, probably 6 months or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not very long. Cool.
We move fast.
Yes. Awesome. So, where to next?
We'll move on and have a look at a couple of the other SUV products.
Awesome.
This is our market-leading SUV product, the Discoverer SRX. So we have an 80,000 kilometre warranty on this tyre. This thing will last forever and handles like an absolute dream.
How do you get 80,000 Ks out of that?
Compound construction primarily. So we've got a high silica content. It's incredibly long wearing. So that's 80,000 Ks and it's still usable and still will handle well in the wet at 75,000 Ks.
That's awesome. Again, this is what sort of vehicle are we talking about for this sort of tyre?
So this is truly an SUV tyre. So we've got a product set that would actually fit most SUVs that you'll find in Australia, from budget SUVs like I drive, right up to the more expensive ones. So you can put these on a Mercedes, no problem at all.
Oh, that's cool. Anything else we should know about these ones?
Great tyre, we should buy them.
Yeah. You're running them yourself?
I am actually, yeah. On my wife's car. She's got the SRX.
Yep.
I've got the AT3 4S on mine.
Yes, cool.
Yeah.
Let's go and have a look at them.
Right next to
Oh, here it is. So this is something that some people might have found a little bit confusing, is that you recently split the AT3, which is like a well-known all-terrain product, into 3 different tyres. So give me the quick down low on the difference between the 4S, the LT, and the XLT.
Okay, so the easiest way to look at it is basically split it into 2. So there's the 4S, which is a geometric construction. So
Geometric.
Designed like a car tyre, handles like a car
Yeah.
tyre. It's not a light truck construction.
P-metric.
P-metric.
So
P-metric, sorry, yeah.
I heard one word.
Yeah. So that's the 4S.
Yeah.
It still fits SUVs, fits 4-wheel drives. So I've got it on a Holden Trailblazer, which, the most 4-wheel driving I do in that car is the beach.
Yes.
Handles like a dream on the beach.
Which is probably better for, because it's probably a softer, more conformable carcass.
Exactly, yeah. Actually handles the soft stuff better than an STT PRO, for instance.
Yeah. So the interesting thing, looking at this in the photos, I actually didn't think it was as aggressive as what I can see now in the picture, in the flesh.
Yeah, it's still relatively aggressive. The tread design's fantastic. You can see there's a lot of siping in there, so it handles really well in the wet. And it's something I noticed over the OE tyre that I replaced on my car. Much better in the wet.
Awesome, that's cool. So, should we go and look at the next bigger brother?
So what I was saying before is split them into 2. So then you've got the LT and the XLT. So these are together. They're both light truck construction.
Yep.
The LT is, the biggest selling light truck construction out of these 2.
Yep.
The XLT, more aggressive, and you'll notice the side biters are more aggressive as well, and it's got that sort of beefier look, let's say.
Yeah. So the tread pattern is similar, but the shoulder blocks are maybe narrower on this one, whereas
correct. Yeah, correct. So you'll notice the shoulder blocks are actually bigger and more aggressive on here. You still got the same scalloping, but just with the shoulder blocks being bigger, it actually makes the whole thing look bigger.
Yep. I had a set of these and I ran them for about 12,000 Ks, I think, and I loved them.
Yep.
So, I've had a good number of different, other brands on the car, and they're up there with some of the best that I've tried. So, what sort of vehicles would you recommend either of these for? Because they're very similar in a customer's mind. So, why would I choose one over the other?
Yeah, so it depends how much off-roading you're going to do. So this obviously is more durable than an LT as well, but also looks more aggressive.
Does this one have more shoulder plies or more plies, or is that?
Both 3-ply.
Yep.
So this one here, I've actually just fitted, well, not me personally, but just fitted onto a mate's Land Rover Discovery.
Yep.
With the XLT. So it's changed the whole look of the car,
Yes.
for instance.
Yes.
So that's one of the differences between the 2. But you'll notice even with the XLT, we've actually got blocks in between the blocks, channels between the blocks to stop the road noise coming out the side.
Yep.
So for the kind of tyre that it is, it's still really quiet as well.
Yeah. So would you picture this one more for your tradie utes and people who are maybe weekend warriors, might go out every now and then then this is your more serious four-wheel driver, or?
Yeah, correct. That's a great way to put it. So this one's got great cut and chip resistance, designed to handle that aggressive off-roading.
Yeah.
Perfect for tradies. It'll do everything for you.
So would the LT theoretically be quieter than the XLT, or is it sort of much of a muchness?
It is a little bit quieter because with the blocks are actually not as spaced out as far.
Yeah.
But with the with the whisper grooves in between, they're both pretty quiet.
Yeah. I mean, I actually found this one really nice and quiet in comparison to some of the other tyres that I've run. So, particularly given how aggressive it actually is with these pretty wide wide channels and the deep siping and the shoulder blocks and that sort of thing. So,
yeah, and with the 3D sipes that Cooper runs, you still got good handling in the wet as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. The old tail swing out around the roundabout thing is I didn't get it. Yeah, whereas I've got a set on there at the moment. I definitely get it, and I get understeer as well. So, yes,
we got to get you back onto the AT3s.
Got to keep testing. Got to keep trying. So, if you want to throw some my direction and see how we go, let's see what these new ones are.
We'll get you the evolution, mate. You can
look
tell
out.
us how they go.
Look out. Anything else we should cover, or?
No. Then we've got our category leaders in the mud tyres, really.
So the ST-MAXX and the STT PRO.
Pro.
Cool. Who are these for?
So the STT Pro, let's start with that, for serious off-roaders.
Yep.
So, you occasionally might get on the bitumen whilst you're looking for another bit of dirt to go drive on.
Yeah.
But that's it. You're really lost until you're back on the dirt.
Yeah, cool. So this is for your grey nomad that's going around doing a lap and not actually touching any dirt, any tarmac, sorry.
Yeah. And, we sell these to people in the Pilbara who are just driving on flint and chip roads all day, every day. Yep. So designed to survive.
So they've got extra armouring and that sort of thing?
Yeah, 3-ply. It's got an angle ply in there.
Yep.
We call it Armortech.
Yep.
So, the sidewall construction is very strong. These things are as close to bulletproof as you can get.
Have you tested that?
We haven't shot one yet. No.
I've actually been wondering about that, but
we should give that a go.
Time.
Yeah. So we're in Vegas.
That's right. Should we just take one down and see how we go?
Sounds good.
And then we got the ST-MAXX.
Yeah, so the ST-MAXX, designed for rough terrain, including rocks and gravel, on-road stability and performance. So, you can do much more on the bitumen with the ST-MAXX than you could with the STT Pro. But you'll notice there's still some pretty big voids in there. So you're still going to, be able to get into the rough stuff. It's an interesting construction on the side with the side biters and then a solid block there as well.
Yeah.
Gives you great traction.
Absolutely. Yeah. So is this perhaps the aggressive all-terrain category that sort of seems to be becoming more of a thing, or how would you sit this one?
Yeah, so this is it's probably the first attempt by Cooper at what people would now call an RT.
Yep. We don't mention the RT. That's
the
other ones, but
this is kind of years ahead of its time.
Yep.
So
it's been on the ground. It's got some good testing, and people are running it and loving it.
Yeah, we've run multiple tests in the outback to places that you can't get to usually. Using this tyre or the STT Pro, it'll get you there and get you back. This also has got the Armortech 3-ply construction. It's a rugged tyre.
So we can shoot this one too?
Yeah, we should shoot this one too.
I think we should try. Cool. Anyway, thanks very much, Colin, and enjoy the rest of the SEMA show, and I'll see you back in Australia.
Sure do.
Cheers.
Thanks, Jared.
Thanks, everyone.